Hi, I think I'm okay now. I think that I'm doing something. Hopefully this is working. I was on earlier, but unfortunately it wasn't working for me. So hopefully something is going on at the moment. If you can see me, then please let me know. Hopefully you can hear me as well. Fingers crossed out there in Facebook land. So nice to be here with you on this Monday evening. Of course, I am Michelle Price, a light worker. I've lost my logo behind me because I am now just going straight from Facebook. So Michelle Price, a light worker, the link to my page is in this post. Now, I have been reading your comments. Now, Cindy, I did see you, and I'm going to draw some cards for Cindy Faye. I'm going to use my beautiful fairy deck for Cindy from Doreen Virtue. So there are beautiful magic messages from the fairies there. So, Cindy, I'm going to do these ones for you as everyone is coming online tonight. Jess Lopez, I've also written you down. Jess Lopez was after something about family. So Jess, I'll put you on my list as well. So as you're all coming in, yes, fantastic. They can hear me. Hooray. Thank you, Sarah. I really appreciate it. Hi, beautiful girl. Elsie, hello. Nicole, hello. So nice to see everyone tonight, and thank you for your patience. Was today a good decision? Sarah, let me put you down, huh? Sarah, was today a good decision? Now I'll use my pendulum, which I have with me. Was today a good decision? Sarah, I've put you down. Sarah K. Nicole, 5:30 in the morning in Montreal. You are very dedicated, love. You're very dedicated. Sarah K. Was today a good decision? Question mark. So I'm going to use my pendulum here, Sarah. So hang tight and I will get a yes or no for you. You're number 3 on my list. Lots of people watching on my page. Tracy Dawes, hello, my friend. Katie, hello. Beautiful. Oh, Katie, wanting some guidance around career or home. Katie, it's been a while since I read for you, love. I might do that. Katie, I will do that. So Katie's watching on my page, Michelle Price, light worker tonight, career or home. I'll see what I'm drawn to, Katie, and see where we're going from there. So nice to see all the names popping up. Lovely on this Monday evening. I'll be on for an hour or thereabouts. I usually go till about past until I get into trouble and get kicked off. But the camera and all of that won't be so good because I'm just going straight from Facebook tonight as opposed to through my normal streaming system. Okay, so here we are. Simone, Carly, hello. Sarah, thank you so much for your message. Oh, lovely to hear. Nice. I must follow up with you, Sarah, actually, and see how you got on with our other friend there. Cindy, that one's just popped out for me. Admit your true feelings to yourself. Now, this is sometimes where we have those thoughts and desires, but we don't actually voice them even to ourselves. So keeping it very, very close to our heart. So really bringing to the surface now what it is that you need and want, Cindy. This is for you. Just going to draw a couple more cards from the fairy deck. That one flew out, so I didn't have to do anything. Cindy, what I do want to say to you as well is seek guidance. Find someone who's a bit more experienced than you, maybe a mentor or something like that. But seek a bit of guidance at the moment. I feel like we need a little bit of direction. Vegetarians there on the bottom of the deck, that's my clarifier. So a little bit more plant-based, easy to digest food will be good at the moment. So a bit more plant-based for you. In the present, it's letting go of the need to control. That was upside down. So there is a strong need to let go of control here. What you can do, Cindy, for that is a bit of yoga and pigeon pose. Really good for that in particular. Getting into those hips because we hold control in the hips. So letting go in the present. Moving forward, that's desires, reaching our desires. So autumn we've just come out of. So that would be likely next autumn, so next year. But autumn reaching our desires. So about a year from now, everything coming to fruition. But admitting your true feelings to yourself is number 1 because thoughts, words, and actions need to be in alignment when we're trying to manifest or create or bring something in. Vegetarian plant-based going to help you, keeping your vibration nice and light. When we're trying to manifest, we need to have our vibration nice and light so that it's in the same sort of frequency as what that thing is that we're trying to bring in. Now, Jess Lopez, I'm going to come to you for family. These are the relationship cards. I often use these for relationships, but I'm not saying like love. I just mean relationships in general. So Jess Lopez, just going to come to you. I've had a little bath tonight before this appearance tonight. So my hair's a little bit wet, as you can see, and I'm feeling very relaxed. I'm a little bit slower than I normally am. So please forgive me. I hope that that is suitable for you this evening. Beautiful Janice rather. May I have a card? Beautiful Deb. Janice, I will do a card for you, or Jan. I think you prefer Jan. I'm just going to put Janice so I recognise your name when you give me feedback and that sort of thing. Please give me feedback. I love that. I love to hear from you. Lisa. Ooh, yeah, Lisa Kasha. Love. Great question. So Lisa's doing something with Oracle cards at the moment, wants to know if that's going to be successful. I might use Life Purpose for you, Lisa. Life Purpose. Let me put that down and see. That is very exciting, very exciting. Thank you for the stars. I did hear the little buzzy noise. Thank you for the stars as they came through. Beverly, hello, my friend. Oh, pushed to my limit at the moment. Wow, everything just flipped upside down. I'm just going to put all that back together. Jess Lopez family. Just going to come to Jess for the time being. I'm going to write a few more names down, of course. And as I'm drawn to you, oh, Tara Lispina. Oh, that's exciting. Tara, let's look ahead for you. Tara's on my page, Michelle R. Price, the light worker. I cross-post across there. Life Post Kids. Tara Lispina, let me have a look at that. Beyond children for you. Empty nest, when the kids fly the nest, what's going to be unfolding for you? Let's have a look ahead for you. Jess Lopez family. What are we looking at with family, Jess? I'm just going to come into your energy at the moment. I am quite empathic, so I do like to just pop in, have a little feel around, see what's going on there. Let me know if there's anything in particular you would like. I can see a lot of people watching me at the moment, which is wonderful. And I will do my best to get to as many people as I possibly can. I really appreciate all of you being here. Laura Lou, hello. Marie Taylor. Marie, was there anything in particular you wanted from me tonight? Is there anything you would like guidance around? Let me know. Apologies for the dim light and a camera, but I'm going straight from Facebook Live tonight. My streaming system isn't working so well. Jess Lopez family, just going to come into you. Jess, with you, very compassionate, very nurturing, very motherly, your energy, wanting to take care of others, a little bit like shepherd with their sheep. What I want you to know is that, like attracts like, law of attraction, making sure that you're only thinking positive thoughts in terms of family. Very protective, nurturing nature with yourself. Okay, just going to draw some cards and see where we're going with you. One thing I do want to say, and I'm not sure how this is relevant, but I want to write out almost like a shopping list. It's like a shopping list of things I need to buy. So whether I'm assisting someone else with their shopping, that sort of thing, but I just feel like I'm writing out a shopping list. So hopefully that makes sense. That was weird. Some of these things come out of the blue. Now, Jess, this is around family for you. Fertility's passed into now. That can be literally around babies. That's passed into now, though. And can indicate also happy couple for me, so relationship and that sort of thing with that one. Now, Claire, there's a couple of Claires here, which is interesting. Claire cognizance is the inner knowing. So we ultimately know, whether things are going well for family, they're not going well for family. This is the inner knowing, so trust that. That's your Claire ability. That comes from third eye. So Claire cognizance, that inner knowing. Something dropping in, telling us they're all good. They're all good. That's the inner knowing. So trust that. Knowledge moving forward. So getting a bit more information, doing a bit more research. And if this is around family, I'm asking around family, so that would be to do with that. So getting a bit more knowledge, a bit more research before we make a decision. Bottom of the deck is clairsentience. Now, clairsentience is feeling. Now, you're very empathic, so you do need to watch that. Clairsentience is actually physically feeling. So it can be physically feeling an animal who's suffering, a human being who's suffering, living and passed over. So it takes into account both of those things. So you do need to watch that. Make sure you're cutting your cords, all that sort of stuff, because you don't want to be carrying around everyone else's stuff. You do have an ability with that to take on, trying to take on other people's things. So watch the level of stress and worry that you are taking on, because it does affect you physically as well. So clairsentience, claircognizance, that's the inner knowing. Let me just touch these. I just want to see and get an overall message for Jess. And then I'm going to move on to Sarah Kay. Was today a good decision? Sarah wants to know. So let me just ask for Jess first. Yeah. Jess, what I want to say with you is just watch what Spirit's saying to me is being putting through loops and loops and loops. And what it actually feels like is almost being twisted and turned and sort of sent in all directions. So I feel like you're doing a lot, doing a lot and giving to others, and it's time to take back for yourself. That's a little bit around boundaries, saying no, that sort of thing. So just taking your energy back, because I feel like you're giving a lot out here for everyone else. It's time to take back for you, bring back the energy to yourself, getting quite drained. So watch your energy levels, sleep really important for you. but certainly watch your energy levels and bring back for yourself your energy. Jess, hopefully that makes sense for you. Sarah Kay, just going to come to you now. Now, we're asking about a good decision or not. Today was a good decision, yes or no? Sarah, I'm just going to use my pendulum. So I'm just going to make sure that my guide is in the room with me so I can connect and just do a little pendulum work. Now, if you guys are watching and you have yes or no questions you need answered, let me know. Just pop your comment in the comment section and I'll do my best to come to you and answer your question. I'm just going to make sure I've got my guide here. I just have had a bath, as I said before, so nice and warm and cozy, and speaking a little more slowly than normal. So just bear with me, and I will just make sure that I've got my guide here. Now, Sarah Kay, was today a good decision? So just going to ask that for Sarah Kay. Hopefully everyone can see the pendulum there. Sarah Kay, was today a good decision? Sarah, I'm getting a yes, hun. I'm getting a yes. That is a yes from the pendulum. Thank you very much. So in answer to your question, thank you. That is a yes, Sarah. Now, Katie, just going to come to you, career or home. Now, Katie, I do feel career, so I'm just going to have a look at the life purpose cards. They're the first ones I was drawn to intuitively. Everything is intuitive here. You know, when I'm doing readings and all that sort of stuff, I'm literally just listening to my intuition. So whenever I make a decision about a card deck, anything like that, if people haven't given me specifics, then it's just whatever I'm drawn to. If life purpose is the first thing I go to, that's what I grab and that's what I grab. So Katie, I'm just going to have a look at that for you. That's around career. Everyone else who's coming on, hello. So nice to see everyone. So great to be here. Really appreciate all of you coming in here. Kerry Baker, yeah, that's awesome. Kerry Baker, I'm just popping you down. Oh my gosh, they're moving quickly. Hang on. Moving September, yes or no? Kerry Baker, I'm just putting you on my list. Moving September, yes or no? Kerry, you're on my list. I will do the pendulum for that because that is a yes/no question that I can answer fairly easily and quickly. So you are on my list, and anyone else who has a new one, yes or no question, please let me know, and I'm more than happy to accommodate. I will try to get to as many of you as I can. Surgery, yes or no regarding if I will get surgery for my back. Michelle Louise, popping you down on my list. Michelle Louise, surgery for back surgery. Let's put that down. That's a bit fewer words for me to write. Back surgery, yes or no? Question mark. Michelle Louise, you're on my list. I am going to come to you very, very shortly. Hello to everyone who is watching tonight. If you want to connect with me one-on-one, I'm more than happy to do that. This week I have some openings, so if you would like to connect one-on-one, the link is in this post. Click on that one and book now, and you can now check my availability. So nice to see you, and I do like to see you during the week as always, and between these once-a-week appearances, it's always nice. Do you like my page? I have static card draws in my private group, which is Michelle R. Price Spiritual Development and Circles, and also my own page, Michelle R. Price The Lightworker, where we do lots of discussion, lots of fun stuff, and we do live joint live readings. So there's more than one of me, and I do that with my mentorship group clients every so often. Katie, career and home. I'm just going to come to career for you, Katie. Let me just check in there with you and see what we need to do. So I'm just going to draw some cards, Katie, get a bit of an indication of what we're starting with. Katie, I do actually like you around kids. I know you've got your own kids, but I do actually like you around kids, whether that's like working, life purpose, that sort of thing. But I do like you around little people. Let me just see. Look, we're going to come here. I do like you around little people. Let me just see where the third card is. These are life purpose at the moment. So Doreen Virtue. Just going to see. Now, I do want to say follow heart, and I do say this a little bit with life purpose. Follow your heart. So that's often when you're a child, you know what you wanted to do when you grow up. So follow your heart. So go back to childhood. Remember what you used to be good at naturally. Strength is everything you've been through prepares you to do your life purpose. So this is interesting, Katie. This is interesting. Everything you've been through. So your life experience, challenges, big challenges, it prepares you for your life purpose to do it. That's the reason. That's why we have those big challenges. So that is number one. That's what I want to say to you. Past into now, that's a healing card. So that can be massage, Reiki, acupuncture, anything where you're sort of working with the body. So that's first, past into now. So that shows me a bit of a healer, but it is, physio, chiro, all of those things. So having a think about any of those things that might resonate, or if you have a past history with that. In the present, sensitivity. So that is sensitive to toxic environments. Watch, environments, workplaces, other colleagues that aren't super helpful, and just trying to protect your energy. We can't always avoid them, but just trying to protect your energy if you are being exposed to anything like that. Very sensitive at the moment. This is also just generally, sensitive around toxic people and environments. So in the, social settings
as well. But we're asking around life purpose at the moment. So just watch that level of sensitivity. It does mean that you're less tolerant, as well as certain behaviours. So school is moving forward. Now, school signifies, I was mentioning teaching or young people to you. So that's interesting that school is there. There is like a study card, and it's different to this. But, school can be, learning a little bit more, getting a bit more of an education. So have a think about that. I would like you to have a look at maybe even doing like relief teacher, that sort of thing. That's a bit of flexibility in that if you don't have experience with that already. But I quite like the young people around you. We've got school here, so it's definitely learning a little bit more. You've also got the healing ability, and healing often takes me to people who work in schools, nurses, doctors, that sort of thing as well. They often have healing abilities. Janice O'Neill, just going to come to you for a second. Now, Nature's Whispers, Janice, I'm going to use Nature's Whispers for you. Welcome to the show. If you are just coming online, let me know what you need tonight. I have plenty of room on my little list here, so I've got lots and lots of space. If you need anything in particular, then I'm more than happy to come to you. Lorraine Townsend, hello, my friend. It's been nice to talk to you recently. Lisa, hello. Relationship read. Lisa Kahaweta. Let me just pop you down. Relationship. Let's have a look at what comes up. The romance angels. Now, I do have my romance angels here. So if you do need anything and around relationships, that sort of thing, let me know. I do have those cards here. Janice O'Neill, I'm just using my Nature's Whispers cards for you. They're really beautiful, hand-painted. Gorgeous cards. So, Janice, I'm just going to use those for you. Everyone else who's coming in, let me know what you need. Michelle Louise, I have you on my list, and we're going to do the pendulum for you. My book, Be Successful, Amanda. Great question, Amanda. Now, a lot will come into play with your book being successful, Amanda. Obviously, we need to put in the work and all that sort of stuff. So I may draw some cards as well as doing pendulum, because it's hard to say, yes, it will be a great success without all the work going in, if that makes sense. So I will do pendulum, but I'll probably do cards as well, just to get you a bit of guidance around that, because I think that is important, as opposed to just doing a yes, no for that one. That's a big question. Janice O'Neill's after a card. Let me just draw a card for Janice. And then Lisa Kasha, Oracle Cards, Life Purpose. Now, Janice, what I want to say to you is you're a manifester. This is creating exactly what you want. Apologies for the lighting. I don't have my streaming system working tonight. So perfect setting. You can see she's painting exactly what she wants. So this is the time for you now to create, my friend. Look after your sacral chakra, your womb space. Keep it nice and warm. It's very important. You are creating exactly what you want. Exactly what you want. So know that and create the vision. Whether you do a vision board, I like to do vision boards myself. I'm very visual. Observation is strong with you. Spirit's saying observation strong with this lady. So either creating through painting, getting the visual representation of what you're trying to do, photographs on the computer, print them off, put them on a corkboard, whatever suits you, but I want to have it visually. I feel visual for you. So you're creating exactly what you want, visualizing that. Janice, well done, and I look forward to hearing more about that beautiful vision of yours. Just putting these cards down for a second. I can't see where the box is. Okay, Lisa Cash, Oracle Cards, Life Purpose. Now, Lisa, I'm going to use a Life Purpose deck for you, Oracle Cards. She wants to know what that's going to look like. Lisa, I'm just going to draw some cards for you from Life Purpose around Oracle Cards. Now, Lisa, I'm just going to pop into your energy as I always do. I just want to jump in and see what's going on with you. Lisa, what I do want to say is sporadic. Sporadic's a little bit up and down. So it's like we're doing it, we're not doing it, we're doing it, we're not doing it. It feels like going to and coming away from. So make sure that there's a bit of consistency there. The most important thing when you're doing readings is to be consistent. When I take a week off, really, I need to keep practicing. I need to keep using this as a muscle. If I take a week off and I don't keep reading or doing some form of reading, it's very, very hard to get back into it. So sporadic is what Spirit's saying to me. So we need to make sure this is consistent with you, making sure you're practicing, using that energy in that way regularly, doing readings for people on a regular basis, keep the energy flowing in the right direction. Creative energy too, playing a musical instrument. I play the flute. Creative energy, drawing. I also draw. So using that right side of the brain, left side of the body is really important with what we're talking about here. In terms of oracle cards. Now, light and love, very much in alignment with me as well. So that is really healing, light and love. What are we doing this for? It's to share or spread light and love with the universe. You can see she's got this beautiful ball of golden light there, or white light. And that's what we're trying to do, light and love. So that really is in alignment with what we're talking about here with oracle cards. What else are we doing this for? Now, this is great confirmation. Crystals, number one. So amethyst, really good for third eye connection. So keeping a lot of amethyst around. I have amethyst over here with clear quartz, which is really great because it amplifies that energy, connecting into your crown space and also third eye, so third eye crystal. So lots of amethyst for you. Clear quartz is good as well, amplifying your vibration. Keep them nice and close. Also lavender oil, really good for reading. You see me popping on lavender oil during this session. It actually increases the sensitivity in your hands. Now, travel is an interesting one for me because this actually means reaching a lot of homes. It doesn't necessarily these days mean physical travel in terms of these cards. So with me, I mean, I reach into a lot of homes. Obviously, here I'm online. So you've got Zoom and things like that now. So you can actually go into a lot more homes. So there's an ability for you to do a lot of this through the computer. Yes, so that's for confirmation. Now, moving forward, spiritual teacher is here. That's all the ascended masters. So you've got a lot of beings, a lot of energy on your side. So in terms of this endeavor, you know, I feel great things for this. Spiritual teacher is what you are. I used to get that card a lot before I started doing this full time, and it was a real sign for me that I needed to do this. So I hope you listen as well, but you are totally on track. So in terms of the oracle cards, life purpose, yes, yes, we need to get into this. Tara Lespina, a live post for kids. Tara Lespina, I'm going to look ahead for you now. Now, where do I want to go? I'm going to do fairies for you. These are good because they give us sort of months and dates and all that sort of stuff. But life being on the kids, what are we looking at moving forward? Actually, I'm going to do psychic reading, Tara, because I just see Phoenix. That's that one. So rising from the ashes, bursting into flames, rising from the ashes, brand new. Good things. Now, we're going to have a look for Tara Lespina, a little bit of a look ahead. Everyone who is not here watching, Robert, beautiful. Robert Summer Lover Innes. Wow, that's a very long name. Robert Summer Lover Innes. Okay. Popping it down, Robert is watching on my page, relationship read, romance angels. Just popping you down for that. And I'll put this here. Romance angels. Christine, hello. Karen is still watching. Amanda Nottle, will my book be a success? Amanda, I've got you on my list. I'm just going to scroll down and see where I am. Ooh, Hazel, great question, love, great question. I was doing a bit of that today. I do a lot of spirit guide stuff regularly in my one-on-ones. Spirit guide. Hazel, I'll do my best. It's maybe pressed for time in here, but we'll do our best to at least get something around spirit guides. And what I want to say, Hazel, is the best way to do is through meditation, So if you want to connect to your spirit guides, just set the intention through meditation that I want to connect to my spirit guides and take me where I need to go. So if you can do that for me, that will be a really good idea for you, and that will get you some answers. St. Christopher. Beverly, that's actually a rebirth. So I don't know if you guys can see that because my lighting's shocking, but it's rebirth. It's actually a little butterfly. Beverly was just asking if that was a St. Christopher. But Beverly, in answer to that question, I actually have a St. Christopher. I bought one for my husband. He wears it on a bracelet, and it provides him safe travel to and from work. So hopefully you were able to see that. Robert. Oh, Ali knows Robert. Hooray, that's lovely. Now, if you do want to connect with me one-on-one, if you like what you see, then there is a link in this post. You can click on that and book now and have a beautiful reading healing combo. I'm a Reiki healer and a chronic energy practitioner. If you'd like to connect one-on-one, more than happy to talk to you after the show if you've got any questions, that sort of thing. Tara Lespina, juggler, that's passed into now. Now, I'm going to have a look ahead for you, post-children, but at the moment, it's like you're doing everything, love. You're doing everything. Single mum, makes sense. So doing everything juggler. So we are going to have to get used to things slowing down after the kids move out, yeah? So that's one thing we're going to have to adjust to. I'm going to have a look at a few more cards for you just to get more clarity. I want to look ahead for you. But keep that in mind, juggling. It is going to get a lot less busy, obviously. So we need to think ahead. You know, this is great that you're doing that now, before they move out, and then we, you know, fall into this state of despair after they've left, and we're like, what are we going to do with our life now? Epiphany, hooray, Tara, hooray. That's a light bulb moment, That's awesome, hey? So that means, you know, things are going to become a bit clearer. Light bulb moment, it's just clicking on like that. 1 and 3 is 4, receiving, so getting ready to receive. That's important with you after you've been doing everything for everyone else. 1 and 9 is 10, which is new beginnings, breaking that down, new beginnings, fresh start. 1 and 9 at the top of the juggler card. Now, what have we got here? Music is in the present. Whoops. Music in the present. 2 and 4 is 6. 6 is sometimes a bit of pessimism, so just watch that. You know, music is obviously raising vibrations, getting your hopes higher, hoping for more. So music's really important for you at the moment. Lifting up your vibration. I do feel a little lower than I would like to be. So raising vibration. Now, planting some seeds. That's an 11. That's a master number, 2 and 9. So what we're doing is planting a few seeds. We've got the epiphanies, the light bulb. So we're really in the planting stages at the moment. Tara, what I wanted to say to you, for you to do, is get a manifestation journal, put down some things that spring to mind. So that's planting some seeds. I'm going to get some insight though for you, but just get a manifestation journal, put down a few things that spring to mind. This is what I'd like to bring in. This is what I'd like to do with my life. Thank you in advance and let it go. Let me just figure out here. I just want to say one more thing to you as well. Tara, what I want to say to you as well is platform. So what Spirit's showing me is a platform to speak, to have more of a voice, more of a say, that sort of thing. So just watching, maybe we can do, workshops, leading workshops, doing some things, more things to work. But I feel like you're going to be using your voice a lot more. Spirit's showing me this, throat, communication. So platform is what I want to say. So whether it's like a platform like what I do, Facebook Lives and that sort of thing, spreading the word that way. But I just feel like you're going to be using your voice a lot more, putting yourself out there. Yeah, I feel that in solar plexus too. So a little bit nervous in there. We need to get over that. That's butterflies and that sort of thing. But I do feel platform. So more of a voice speaking for you. Tara the Spinner, beyond the kids. But there will be. We're planting a few seeds. And there's an epiphany. That's a light bulb. So notice your visions and dreams. Notice dreams especially, Tara, waking up and write them down. And that's a way to keep track of what you are bringing in terms of visual. Now, Kerry Barker, I think it was, moving in September, yes or no? Kerry, I'm just going to have a look at that. I'm just going to make sure I've got my guide here as well. Corona, may have I pulled a card for myself, not sure if I can interpret it properly. May have never pulled a card for myself before. I feel like I'm trying to read what I want to say. Coronu, is there a question with that? I've got you down on my list. Corona, sorry, I should say. Card. I'll just say general, but if there is something specific you wanted to ask and I can get confirmation for you, let me know. Corona, Belinda, hello, darling. Tammy Ann, hello, my friend. Judy, hello. Just scrolling down. Jessica, what I want to say to you is sleep paralysis is usually a sign that we're leveling up. So Jessica's asking about seeing a shadow figure and she had sleep paralysis. Now, often that means we're stepping up. So what I want to say to you is just notice if you had a bit of an awakening recently, it may be, some sort of spiritual realization, something switching on spiritually. And often it is in the battle between good and evil. So when we have sleep paralysis, it's up to us to kind of, do our best to get out of that as quickly as possible. What works for me is the Lord's Prayer. So that's really good. That's source energy. So if you have that situation, that's what I do to get out of it if there is sleep paralysis going on. But generally it means that you are leveling up. You've woken a little bit more spiritually. So that's very, very good. It doesn't feel good at the moment. That's absolutely true. But, just know that it is a good thing and that you just want to use the Lord's Prayer, send it love, send them love. That's the easiest way to do it, to get rid of that energy as quickly as possible. Now, I am just scrolling. Oh, Lisa, yay. Oh, Lisa, that's fantastic. I love that. You're going to start doing live feeds as well. Beautiful. Reiki Master, awesome. Lisa, you're so on track. I've got great vibes around this, really great vibes, and you can do a lot of healing and help a lot of people. Corona, let me know if there is something in particular. I'm just scrolling down to the bottom. Let me know if there's, hi Leisha, if there's anything particular you need from me. I've just put general down for the time being. Kerry Baker moving in September, yes or no? Let me just check with my guide here. Just want to make sure we've got a nice connection. Okay, Kerry, September moving, yes or no? Are we moving in September, yes or no? Kerry, I'm getting a no, hun, which may or may not be disappointing. I'm sure it will be, but I'm getting a no, so I have to be honest. That is a no for me, anti-clockwise. So, Kerry, I got a no for you. Apologies, but that is the truth. I can only go with the truth. Michelle Louise, back surgery, yes or no? So, Michelle Louise, are we getting back surgery? This is a different energy. Michelle Louise, back surgery, yes or no? Michelle Louise, I'm getting a yes. I'm getting a yes for you. So it is a yes. Yes, that is clockwise. Okay. So Michelle Louise, yes. Obviously consulting with your medical practitioners and all that sort of stuff, very important when we're talking about back surgery. But I'm getting a yes. Lisa Kayaweta. Romance angels. Here we go. Lisa. Romance angels. All right, now let's have a look at romance angels for Lisa. We've got another couple of romance angel inquiries. Then I'm going to have a look at Amanda Nottle. Is her book going to be a success? You can see cards flying out. They are face down. If they're face up, I do grab them. But those ones were face down. Now, thank you everyone for watching tonight. I really appreciate you all coming online, taking the time out of your busy days. Apologies for the lighting. I just haven't got my streaming system working very well tonight. Whoa, Jay, holy white man, holy. Jay, I need to look at you. Wow, Jay has just returned from having a heart attack. That is next level, Jay. Wow. Heart attack. Jay, I'll come in and have a look at health with you, unless there's something else in particular that you wanted to look at, but I imagine that's probably pretty important. Jane, where are you? Good morning. Good morning, Jane. So nice to see you. Morning. That's fantastic. Michelle, yes, I think I know the surgery's needed. Thank you. Yeah, I hope that helps, Michelle. Obviously, you've got medical practitioners and things, but it's sometimes nice just to have that extra validation, isn't it? Trudy, hello, darling. Hello. So nice to see you popping in. Trudy, right direction. Let me just pop that down. It's right direction. Thank you to everyone who is watching. Michelle, our Price, a light worker as well. But Jay McNeely, I am going to have a look at you because that's a heart attack. That is very, very serious indeed. Oh, Melissa. Love a reading tonight. Is a girl or boy? Melissa McIntosh. That is fabulous. Melissa, I'm getting a real blue, a sense of blue in my head in terms of boy or girl. But I'll use the pendulum as well. But I do want to say I'm getting blue immediately. And that for me is boy. That's the first image that I see. Lisa Coeta, Romance Angels. But Melissa, I will come to you. So stay online, please. Stay online. Lisa Coeta, Romance Angels, is going to have a look at romance for Lisa. And then I'm going to have a look at Amanda and her book and a bunch of other people. So let me know if you need anything tonight. Let me know what you need. And I'll do my best to come to you. Lisa Coeta, Romance Angels. Let me just draw these for Lisa first. And thank you so much for taking the time to come in and sit with me and be in this energy. I really appreciate it. I've had a nice bath before the show tonight, so nice and warm and a little slower than normal. So you stay optimistic. This is stay optimistic about your love life. So know that everything is working out for your greatest and highest good. Something is, turning around here. So optimism, positive. Getting to know each other, that's a little bit of a heart-to-heart. So that is deepening a bond. If there is someone present at the moment, getting to know each other, or someone new coming in, getting to know each other, getting acquainted. So that's heart-to-heart. That's being a little vulnerable with me as well. So having to think about that in terms of getting to know people, being a little vulnerable, opening up. Moving forward, Lisa, what's important here is religious and spiritual. So we need to be on alignment, on the same page with that. So religious and or spiritual beliefs for you moving forward are important. So note that that is part of what you need in another human being. It's not for all of us, but for you, this is going to play a role moving forward. So spiritual and or religious beliefs in alignment with this other person. And trust. There's a bit of trust here. So optimism and trust here. So I want you to chin up. Lots of affirmations, lots of good vibes, lots of good energy, bringing this person in for you. Lisa, Romance Angels, that is done. Amanda Nottle, book successful. Now, Amanda, as I said before, I'm going to draw some cards with this because it's not enough to just do pendulum for this. We do want to make sure that we draw some cards and just get some guidance potentially around work and stuff like that. So we'll probably use life purpose for that. Let me just check in with my guide here and just make sure I've got a nice connection. So you do see me doing that fairly regularly because sometimes pendulums can give incorrect answers. So I do like to make sure I've got a nice connection with my guide regularly. Okay, so Amanda Nottle, will the book be a success? And this does depend on a lot of factors, but I'm asking very generally. Does the book have potential, let's say that, to be a success? Amanda, I'm getting a yes. It's a clockwise direction. Fantastic. So we have a yes, tentative. Good. Just going to pop that down. Thank you very much to my wonderful guide who does such a great job. Life purpose. Just going to have a look at life purpose and see what else I need to know. So this is around the book and potentially a little bit of work. Okay, Amanda. So I just want to get you a bit more guidance because I feel like the pendulum isn't enough. And I will do that. Even if I do pendulum, sometimes I'll use the cards with that. So let me just have a look around that. Will the book be a success? Amanda, what I want to say to you is promotion, obviously a big part of that. So the marketing, that sort of thing. Really put some effort into that. I feel like it's a really good product that you have, but you need to get it out to as many people or in front of as many people as you can. Book signings, all that sort of stuff. But certainly having a presence online, really important. Make sure your presence on social media, really, really strong as well. Amanda, nice soft energy with you too. Very feminine, soft energy, very nice. Now, spiritual teachers passed into now. You're a bit of a light worker. They are the Ascended Masters, as I was saying to someone before. That's the Ascended Masters there. So, helping healing, being of service, frontline kind of stuff. So having a feel into whether this suits your book or fits in with your book too. Does it have a spiritual aspect to it? Because you're a spiritual teacher spreading messages. That's Ascended Masters. In the present, yoga, evening out your chakras. So getting the energy flowing equally through your body. That also is coming into alignment for me. So bringing yourself into alignment so you can make good decisions about the book, promoting it, getting it in front of as many people as you can, all that sort of stuff. But getting your energy flowing well through your body, yoga in the present, practicing in particular. Now, moving forward, it is justice. So is your book doing some of that? That is sometimes being a voice for people who aren't heard so much, lifting others up, minority groups, that sort of thing, justice. So if we can restore justice, that is certainly a good aim, and that's part of what I'm seeing here. So seeing if that fits in with your book as well. Crystals are there on the bottom. So using the crystals to support you too. It's giving you the confidence to do this, knowing that it is necessary. But the crystals also raise vibrations. They're from the earth. They return to the earth. So crystals to lift your vibration at the moment. There is a little bit of work. The book hasn't come up for me in the life purpose cards yet, but certainly spiritual teacher is there. So we do need to take that into account that you are a spiritual teacher, just making sure that potentially the book sort of aligns with some of what we spoke about in that card draw then. Robert Summer Lover Innes. What a fabulous name. Robert Summer Lover Innes. Love it. Romance Angels. Romance Angels. Summer Lover, hey? That's appropriate. I love that. Robert, thank you so much for connecting, and I will definitely have a look at romance. Christine Marie Clark. Focus on my business page now. Waiting. Christine Marie Clark. Let me put you down. Hang on a sec. Now, Christine Marie Clark is watching on my page, Michelle Price, the light worker. Focus on business now or wait. Focus on business or wait. Christine, maybe I'll do pendulum for you, but I may do cards as well. Let me just put that down anyway. Focus on business or wait. Question mark. Now, Robert Summer Lover Innes, Romance Angels. If you are just dropping in here tonight, let me know what you need. Let me know if there is a particular question, anything like that. That you need answered, and I will do my best to come to you. Michelle Louise, beautiful. If you have time, please be able to give me a reading, either general or specific routing, career, and my back health. Michelle Louise. Okay, hang on. I'm just going to jump back to Michelle. Whispers of Healing. Let me just grab these. Let me feel into that. Michelle, one thing I do want to say is it does feel like neck for me. It's coming up into neck. Sometimes that's referred to pain. But as I connect to you, I actually have pain up my neck and into my head. Crown is a bit sore, a bit of pressure on crown for me, but it's coming up my neck. Refer pain, whether that is or not, but I'm feeling it sort of up the back of my neck into my head as I feel into your energy. Excuse me a moment, Robert. I'm just going to come back to Michelle Louise. She's asking me to feel into back, and I just want to go back there because I've already been there once before, so it's easy for me to just do that quickly. Choice, we have a decision to make, Michelle. That's a 12, 3. It's great strength, breaking it down to a 3. Great strength, we have a decision. There's lots of options here. We're going to make a choice. We're going to make our mind up. Forward, movement. That's in the present. So that means traveling in a forward direction. We can't go back. We can't undo things. Yes, we need to go forward. These whispers of healing, these all flew out, all face up. Incredible. I didn't have to do anything. Triggers, just noticing that can be sensitivity. We've got a lot of thought bubbles going on in these cards too. There's quite a theme here with you. A lot of thought bubbles, if I can get it to face the right way. So lots of thought bubbles, lots of options. We've got to make a decision. Moving forward, it is triggers. Noticing things that set us off. Your back represents, when you do back bends, and we have trouble doing a back bend, when we back bend, we are looking into the future. So funnily enough, back can represent future as well. Sometimes that's fear of future, moving forward, that sort of thing. That can also affect your knees. But I definitely feel head and neck compromised for me with your body at the moment. One thing I do want to say as well is I feel out of symmetry. Now, whether this has been for a little while and then it's affected the back, but I want to say out of symmetry, I feel a little bit of out of symmetry. So whether, hips are slightly askew or something like that, or if it's like scoliosis, I do feel out of symmetry in your energy as well. You definitely know that there is a better way to live. Pain and that sort of thing, not good. Living with on a daily basis, you definitely know there's a better way to live. And we do have to make that decision. I definitely feel like this is affecting my head. So I do feel like we need to do something, Michelle. I'm just going to draw another card as a clarifier because I didn't look at the bottom of the deck before I started shuffling again. So I just want to draw another card as a clarifier. Okay, now this is perfect. Commit to happiness, make a decision, commit. So do we want to have this? Do we want to have this sort of ongoing in the background? Sometimes it means we, you know, have a reason not to do something, or do we want to move forward and put a smile on our face and have less pain? So we need to commit to happiness, make a decision. It's a lot of rainbows in that card, a lot of rainbows, lots of healing in that card too. Now, Michelle, hopefully that makes sense, but it does feel like it's traveling up into that part of my body. Robert Summer, lover Innes, just coming to you now for Romance Angels. Hazel then, Corina then, Jay, Trudy, Melissa, and Christine. That's all I have at the moment. So if you are coming online, let me know what you need, and I'll do my best to come to you. Ooh, okay, beautiful. Salote, I've just put you down. Mum and sister. Mum and sister. Now, Salote, I will draw, but I may even use pendulum, but I'll see what I'm doing at that point. Pacheco. So nice to see your name pop up. Drama. Upset yesterday. All right, let me draw around that, Salote. I'll do my best to get an answer for you. Now, in the meantime, Robert Summer, lover Innes, Romance Angels. Let's have a look at that for Robert. Thank you, everyone, for watching tonight. I really appreciate you being here. Lots of, healing, love, light to all of you. Everyone who's watching tonight, I know you all need it. I know you're all on here to get a connection, and I come to as many of you as I can. I can feel of your guides around. Tonight, as I'm saying that, my hair's all standing on end. So lots of energy for all of you. Stay cozy in your little beds there. If you're nice and cozy in the lounge watching this or under your blankets, then stay nice and warm and nice and cozy. It's been very, very cold here of late, and also in the southern states, traveling up from the southern states. So, Robert Summer, lover Innes, just going to come to you now for Romance Angels. A bit of playfulness, Robert. That's a bit of lighter energy for me. So, entertaining, light, not being too serious, Robert. Lighten up for me. Playfulness is passed into now. Unrequited love shows me one-sided. That's passed into now. So unrequited shows me one-sided. So the feeling's not mutual, not equal. We know what that feels like. I do. So unrequited love passed into now. Flirting in the present. So it shows me just playing the field a little bit. So a little bit of flirtation. Kisses, hugs, whatever it is, holding hands, a little bit of flirtation, a bit of playfulness. As I said, lighthearted for you at the moment. Now moving forward, past life relationship, Robert, this is a big deal. So what this is when this person comes in, sometimes they'll appear in a dream before you meet them. Other times they will just pop up in front of you and you're like, my God, I know you. So there'll be that instant recognition. Sometimes it's looking at their face. You recognize their face. You find yourself talking for hours and you're like, my God, we've been talking for 4 hours. Where's the time gone? So past life relationship coming in for you moving forward. At the moment, bit of heartbreak in the past, flirting in the present, that's playing the field, getting out there amongst it, socializing. Bit of playfulness, lighthearted, moving forward, past life relationship coming back. That is a big deal, really big deal. So keep an eye out for that person. You will recognize them when they come in. And there is always that recognition. You hear people say all the time, you just know, and you really do. When that person walks into your life, you know it for a fact. Now, let me grab sacred geometry. I'm just going to have a look at spirit guides. I left these over here. Getting my makeshift blanket back on my knees. It is a little cool here. Now, Hazel Pedley was asking about spirit guides. Do I have one or more? Now, Hazel, I would venture a guess is to say that you have more than one. Generally speaking, we have several. Actually, what am I doing with those? Oh, my God. Hazel, using these ones, my newbies. If you were on my page, my private group, you would have seen that I used these in my group. So they are brand new. They are beautiful, and they're so accurate. Kyle Gray is the author. I'm going to use these for Hazel, spirit guide, one or more. Hazel, I'm just going to count your energy, just have a look around the room and see what I'm seeing here. Hazel, what I do want to say, and I don't know which one you've connected to so far, but I do want to say I'm seeing elderly woman, so grey hair. She does feel Native American Indian. I do feel feather up here, and very wrinkly. So like the wrinkles, creases, it shows my life, so older woman, I do feel like someone with an ability to do some healing, whether it's like medicine woman, that sort of thing, but old, aging, grey, and she's got a lot of wrinkles to show almost her age, her life, how hard it's been. I feel like some facial pain or something, but definitely Native American Indian. I do feel like she's lost her teeth because her lips are sort of curled in a little bit. And I will see if I can get a name or something like that. Okay, so I'm just going to keep looking and see what else we've got here. I really feel a connection to spirit with you, not spirit, nature spirit. So elemental energy, fairies, pixies, elves, all that sort of stuff, nature spirits, outdoors. I really feel a connection to you. So spending time around trees, that sort of thing, really, really good. But nature spirit coming up as strong. That's also like an indigenous energy around you as well. So quite indigenous. So that's Aboriginal, that sort of thing. But indigenous is coming up too. So let me just have a look here. Now, I do want to say something about in your pocket. So whether there's like something I found in my pocket that was a bit weird, a bit unusual, but in your pocket, it's finding something a bit strange, you know, whether it's like a little feather, a little number, a little penny, a little something, but in your pocket is what I want to say. So something, my cat's trying to get on the table at the moment. Fingers crossed she doesn't make it up here. Now, Sky Father is number 1, and that's the eagle as well. So we've got Mother Earth, Father Sky. So that's Sky Father. Here's my cat joining us tonight. Isn't that wonderful? Sky Father with the eagle. So eagle signifies freedom for me. So letting go, flying above. Joy is really getting involved here. Sky, oh my God. How funny. Now, in the present, it's warrior, be fearless and strong. So trusting in the unknown. It's like we don't always know what the future is going to entail, but we just have to trust and move forward. In the present, it's the warrior. So that's the jade. That's very kind of, you know, Maori, you might say. I was talking about like seeing the paint or something like that. So that's interesting. That is a male energy though, but warrior. So jade. That is quite New Zealand. You can see like the little thing there is quite Kiwi down the side there. Now, moving forward is Fire Guardian, igniting your passion. So passion, fire, motivation, Fire Guardian. You can see the triangle there, very symbolic for me. That is a sign of strength, the little triangle, very strong image. Now, fire is one of the elements too. So passion, fire, motivation comes from the lower parts of your body, sacral, sort of root chakra. Now, bottom of the deck is your clarifier is stag, which is trust and thrive, So moving forward, we don't always have to know what the future is going to look like, but trust and thrive. Yes, a little bit of trust here, a little bit of letting go, and everything works out for the best. I'm just going to allow Joy to stay there because I put her on the ground. She's going to jump straight back up. So Hazel, I hope that answers your question. I can see at least 2. There would definitely be more than that. Koru Na. We're looking at general for Koru. So excuse me with my cat here. Koru Na, a little bit of general, just see where we're going, unless there was anything specific for Koru. Just stay over that side for me. My cat is a healer, so when she jumps up on the table, yeah, it does feel like referred pain, Michelle. I am feeling it up in your neck and head. Oh, that's funny. I know. Jane's agreeing with me. She's like, I've got 4 cats, and whenever you're trying to do something, yes, she is, Jane. She is. That's hilarious. Okay, Koru, should I reach out and try to make amends with someone I've been having hassles with for the past decade? Great question. Make amends with someone I've been having hassles with the past decade. Koru, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the pendulum, but my cat's sort of sitting on it at the moment. So see if I can just reach around the cat and get it out. Got it right. Karina, should we reach out to this person? Let's just do a yes or no first, and then I'll draw some cards around that as well. I'm using Nature's Whispers. So just make sure I've got a nice connection. Okay. Karina, should we reach out to this friend we haven't seen in over a decade or around a decade? Corey, I'm getting a yes. That's a clockwise direction for me, so I'm getting a yes. Feeling strong energy with that too, strong. So that's good confirmation. Now, let me draw some cards. These are the Nature's Whispers. So I just want to draw these as well and get some confirmation around that. Excuse my dear cat. She's just off to my right at the moment, which is quite hilarious. Corey, just asking around this friend. Now, these do have relationship cards and things like that in them. Nature's Whispers, they're very, very beautiful. So just want to ask, I do feel very strong energy around this, Corey. I feel truly yes, strong yes. Yeah. I feel like making amends, patching things up. Very, very strong feeling for me. Now, let's have a look at the cards and see if they reflect that. Vulnerability, yes, is putting our softer side forward. Vulnerability. So laying it all bare. I haven't made all, perfect decisions. I'm not perfect, that sort of thing. Being very vulnerable can sometimes encourage someone else to open up a little bit more too. You can see the leaf is quite closed up there, showing, protection. But sometimes when you let that guard down and be a little vulnerable, amazing things can happen. So I feel like that's an important part of what we're doing here. Now, expression is communication. Or expansion, I should say. So expanding your view, expanding your vision, looking a bit further. So expansion. It is really taking the blinkers off. Sometimes we walk around with blinkers on and we see very narrow-minded. We want you to expand your vision. So using your peripheral now, so expanding your vision. You can see there that she's got this beautiful vision. There's hands connecting there as well. That's a symbol of togetherness. So hands connecting here. So definitely a togetherness, and there's this beautiful sort of ghostly woman sort of sitting up here watching the hot air balloons. It's very imaginative, I can't say that word, but they're holding hands there, which is showing me the connection as well. Now, empowerment is taking your power back. So if anything, or if nothing else, we want you to take your power back. When we've got that unfinished business, not having closure, all that sort of stuff, it still feels like it's still kind of there. You know, it's like festering like a wound. We want to get some closure, and that's taking your power back. So at least doing this, being vulnerable, having your say, regardless of the outcome, that's giving you some of this back, a little bit of power. Now, moving forward is peace, coming back to peace. 1 and 3 is 4, which is receiving. So being willing to receive, you know, being willing to receive. But that is peace, you know. We haven't felt that. It's always been sort of simmering under the surface. So we want to restore this peace moving forward. So I'm getting all yeses for you, Toru. So hopefully that answers your question. And if that's in alignment with what you felt, fantastic. Now, Nature's Whispers. We want to use the Whispers of Healing. I'm just having a look at Jay McNeely. Jay, I'm so sorry for your health condition. That's incredible. Jay, let me just feel into your energy and see what I need to know. These are the Whispers of Healing. Now, I'm knocking because I like to clear the energy from the cards. That's why I knock. If you want to connect with me one-on-one, feel free to do that. And I am available. Yeah. Yes, the answer is yes, Corey. Yeah. Yes, Corey, yes, I agree. Yes, beautiful. Yes, we do need to do some healing, but we also need to be vulnerable, and that means laying it all on the line, and it can be very nerve-wracking, absolutely. Jay, just going to come into your energy to see what I need to know with you at the moment. Jay McNeely, if you want to connect with me, there's a link in the post. Click on that and book now, and you can check my availability if you want to connect with me during the week. And I do stay online and answer questions and that sort of thing after the show if you have any questions. Jay, I'm just going to come into your energy. Jay, okay. Jay, what I'm actually feeling is a lot around the emotional centers with you, and I'm going into sort of lung area. Now, when I go into the lungs, whether there's been something that's been, happened there physically, I'm actually suffering a bit of pain in my lung, and it's on my right, which would be your left. I often mirror people, but there's a fair bit of pain around there. Now, what that can be is holding on to older stuff. So lungs tend to be, or not lungs so much, but the rib cage. Sometimes when we have older emotions, we can store them there. So just notice if you are doing that, you know, it'll be like a little niggly pain in that area. Very lucky, very, very lucky. But I'm feeling pain in that area of my body. Now, I am sort of up on my head a lot too. So I feel like I'm thinking a lot, very busy up in the head. Just watch that. We want to calm the energy, but I'm very, very busy in your head at the moment. So just watch that. We do want to calm that energy a little bit. And look, heart, you know, I'm not overly feeling the heart. I feel like whatever they've done, they must have been doing some really good work in there because it's not super painful for me, which I would have probably expected, but it's not super painful for me, which is good. But I'm feeling a lot of pain around those lungs and ribs, and lungs tend to be the emotional centers as well. So just watching whatever emotional stuff we can let go of, that can affect our heart. Now, as I've said that, I'm feeling pain, not pain, but numbness down my left arm, and that can be a sign of a heart attack, so numbness down my left arm. So Spirit is giving me a bit of a better connection now, so I can feel a little bit more of what's gone on with you. Just going to do these cards anyway while I'm chatting and feeling a little bit more, and I'll just see what I need to know here with you. What I do want to say with you is receive care. So a lot of this is about you receiving. It's like Spirit was trying to get your attention and you weren't listening or something. So just notice that if there was some, leading signs leading up to this, that Spirit was trying to get your attention, universe, and it's eventually, if we don't listen, they definitely make sure that we notice. Now, gratitude, there'd be a lot of that with you. What this does, when we have this sort of thing happen, is we really appreciate life. That's an 11, that's a master number, so that's a biggie. That's life, life purpose. Are we on track? 11s, noticing 11. But at the moment, it's a lot of gratitude, being just grateful for being alive. The butterfly wings symbolize the rebirth as well. So butterfly wings, but just gratitude, looking up and just giving gratitude for sunrise, sunset, all that sort of stuff. Grateful for being alive, at the moment. That's an 11 though, master number, so that's a biggie. Acceptance, forgiveness, acceptance, letting go. So this is a bit emotional. You can see the fish there. They're in the water. So that's emotion for me. Water is emotion. The full moon is letting go of, releasing. That's a time when we release. That's a 3, I think, adding up to 13, 4, 10, 12, 13, 1 and 3, 4. So receiving, we need to learn to receive. Acceptance, though, for us to move forward. That's a double 3. So lots of strength, lots of courage. She's under the water. There's a lot of emotion here. So you really need to work through the emotion, because I'm really in the emotional centers with you. Hydrate, getting water into your body, but also surrounding yourself with water, really good. That's an emotional feminine element in the body. Creative, being creative as well. So we need to learn from this, but a lot of it is to do with releasing those emotions. Awareness is acute. So when we go through something like this is a 3. We've got 3s, 3s, 3s. We need to understand that, you've been put in this position. because you've had big emotional challenges in life as well. 3 is what happens. We choose big challenges. 3 is Holy Trinity, pyramids, triangle, very strong number. But that is awareness. It's a new level of awareness with you. So moving beyond this, we have more of this, more gratitude, putting out good energy, getting good energy back. And then that level of awareness has gone up another notch. So spiritually speaking, you're very, very acutely aware moving forward. So Jay, see if that resonates with you. Just watch those symptoms and watch that body, because I do feel that left arm, and that's usually that sign that you have. So just noticing moving forward that you're paying attention to all of that. Trudy Pitts, right direction. I'm just going to do the, I've got cat hair at my nose, apologies. Just going to do this with Trudy. Is she heading in the right direction? I just want to do a yes, no with Trudy, and then I'm going to move on to the next person. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Just making sure I've got a good connection with my guide over here. Beautiful. Trudy Pitts, are we heading in the right direction? Have we chosen the right direction? Trudy, I'm getting a yes, hon. That is a yes. That's clockwise direction, so that's a yes. Whoa, it's a big one, big one. Trudy, big yes for you. So right direction, the answer is yes. Now, Melissa McIntosh, boy or girl? Now, Melissa, what I was feeling was blue with you, but I'll just ask, is it a boy and is it a girl? And I'll just make sure that we're getting correct answers here. So Melissa McIntosh, boy or girl? So we'll just ask, is it a boy from Melissa McIntosh first of all? Is it a boy? Melissa, that's a yes. Thank you to my guide. But I also want to just qualify that and ask, is it a girl? Just to make sure that we're not just getting incorrect answers. So is it a girl from Melissa McIntosh? I got to know. So Melissa, it's feeling like a boy for me. I hope that makes sense for you. I was seeing boy straight away, and I just got confirmation with the pendulum, but that is correct. Now, Christine Marie Clark, focus on business or weight. This is my cat Joy over here. She's a healer. She likes to be the center of attention as well. So Christine Marie Clark, focus on business or weight. And then I'm having a look at Salote Pacheco, mum and sister. Christine Marie Clark, focus on business or weight. Let me just have a look at this, Christine. Well, Christine, what I want to say to you, they're all face down. What I want to say to you is I feel like I need to get my ducks in a row first. I feel like I haven't got my ducks in a row yet. So ducks in a row is important. Make sure that you've got all your planning in place. Make sure you've checked your foundation. Make sure everything is, from the ground up very stable. I want to make sure ducks in a row. So I feel like, go back and have a double check. Go back and double check you've thought of everything, you've considered everything, because I'm just feeling to say ducks in a row. That means we need to go back and have another look, yes? So fresh pair of eyes, sometimes getting someone else to have a look at what we've done can be really good as well, getting someone else to double check our work. Ducks in a row is what I'm hearing first. I'm just going to get a bit of clarification for you, and then I'll be able to give you a better answer. Now, health is a healing card, healer. So that is healing. That can be Reiki, pranic is what I do, but there's all forms of healing. So healing through hands, healer is here. So making sure that that fits into life purpose and what you're talking about doing. Wow, this is amazing. This is good. They're answering your question. Writing is past into now, putting it all down. That can be an actual writer, but it is also business planning, putting it all down, being really clear about what you're trying to bring in here, putting it all down. That's what I want to say. Ducks in a row, just make sure all of that is done. Cross your T's, dot your I's, that sort of thing. Making sure any agreements are all very formal, formalized, contracts, anything like that. But writing, putting it all down. We need to make sure ducks in a row. Moving into the present, that is counseling, that's upside down. So that's speaking, using my voice. A little bit of fear around that. So that's using my voice. It can be actually counseling, but I guess I kind of do counseling, not a counselor, but I kind of do counseling in my work, reading cards and helping people and healing, all of that. So counseling's in the present, but it is upside down. It shows me we need to overcome some fear with speaking. You're a channel, Christine, you're a channel. So that means bringing through, often, energies, other energies speaking through you, but you're a channel speaking through here. That's when you say things like, I don't know how I know this, but you're actually doing some healing, telling people things they need to hear. That's an important part of what you're doing. Career change is there, but that's moving forward. So looking ahead. So a little bit more work to be done. I wouldn't say right now, a little bit more work to be done. Make sure you've got your ducks in a row, and then we can jump into this career changes there. All right. Healer, there too. Christine, you're fabulous. Fabulous. Focus on business now. Wait, I feel just wait a little bit longer, not a huge amount of time, but just wait. Get our ducks in a row, just double check. Get a second opinion or something like that. Now, Salote Pacheco, mum and sister. There was a bit of upset yesterday. Let's ask yes or no, will they recover from the upset? Let's ask yes or no, because I do have to jump out in 2 seconds. But this is Salote. Yes or no, will mum and sister recover from the upset of yesterday? All right, now let's ask the question. Will they recover? Will they recover? I'm getting a yes, Salote. I'm getting a yes. That's clockwise. So that's good. That's good. Positive, strong yes. Will they recover? Getting a yes. Yes. So, in answer to your question, Salote, now I need to jump out because I'm going to get into trouble. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Oh, Kerry, that sucks. Yeah, I didn't make it there this week. Oh, hang on. No, I did. What am I saying? What am I saying? Kerry, did that all make sense? I hope that makes sense. Can read others, but not myself. Beautiful. So glad I got to as many of you as I could. Now, if you'd like to connect one-on-one, there's a link in this post. I will stay online and answer your questions. Tasmania to Victoria to be family sister. Where do you go now with health and weight? Where do you go now? Yeah, good. Excellent. All right, so I'll be back next week, same time. Hopefully, OBS will work then, my streaming system. And if you want to ask any questions, then jump online and you can ask. And I'll be on answering all of those. And if you want to make bookings, more than happy to take those after I finish. So thank you so much. I really appreciate your time. And I'll see you this time next week, if not, during the week. Chat soon. Bye. This is Joy. Bye. Meow, meow, meow. See you guys. Bye.